Silk knot. The room was sterile, white and silent, save for the hum of the air conditioner and Gideon's voice. He spoke of loyalty and second chances, words that rang hollow from the mouth of the man who had sold my life for a contract. I'd been framed, hunted, and now cornered. His offer was an insult wrapped in a suicide mission. Rescue his daughter from the quarantine zone, a hell on earth from which no one returned. In exchange, he'd give me the evidence to clear my name. You need to look presentable, Riker. A touch of civility before you walk into the slaughterhouse, Gideon said, sliding a silk tie across the desk. I stared at the expensive piece of fabric. It wasn't a tie. It was a leash, a reminder of who was in control. I felt the knot tighten on my neck, a rehearsal for the hangman's noose Gideon had prepared for me. The true burden of a man isn't the weight of the world, but the weight of a silk tie when you're on your way to hell. He pushed a tablet across the desk, displaying a young woman's photo. Elara. She's all I have. A lie. Gideon only had himself. He'd put her in there, I knew it. Perfect bait for the only man stupid enough to take it. The chance of success is maybe 1%, he admitted, as if discussing the weather. To him, I was already a dead man. I accepted, not for Elara, not to clear my name out of some twisted sense of honor. I accepted because I saw the endgame. I saw the arrogance in Gideon's eyes, the certainty that his betrayal was perfect. He was an amateur, and I was going to prove it. My burden wasn't to save her. It was to make sure I was there to kick the dirt onto Gideon's coffin. The edge of the quarantine zone was a gaping wound in the city. Ruined buildings stretched like broken teeth against a sickly sky. The air tasted metallic, and there I was, indeed, presentable. A man in a suit and tie at the apocalypse. The irony was so thick I could choke on it. Thicker even than this ridiculous silk knot. The first step inside was like plunging into ice water. The silence was heavy, broken only by the wind whistling through twisted steel frames. Most men would pray. I just adjusted my tie. Life sticks a knife in your back. You don't cry. You turn around and use the same knife to cut the enemy's throat. Gideon was going to learn that lesson. Shadows moved in the periphery. The ghouls of the zone, drawn by the sound of fresh footsteps. They watched, hungry. I let them look. At least they didn't have a dress code. My only concern was keeping the suit clean. It would be a shame to ruin it before my reunion with Gideon. I found the first trail, a small silver brooch half buried in the dust. The kind of thing a girl like Elara would wear. Gideon, in his overconfidence, had left a path. He thought he was setting a trap, but all he'd done was draw a map straight to his own downfall. Amateur. The attack was fast and silent. One of the ghouls, braver than the others, leaped from the shadows with a makeshift knife. The movement was instinctive, brutal, and over in seconds. In the process, the blade tore the silk of my tie. I felt a cold rage, not for almost dying, but for the offense to my personal torment. I looked at my reflection in a puddle of grimy water. The man staring back was tired and dirty, but his eyes burned. The tie was torn, hanging from my neck like a broken trophy. With a deliberate motion, I straightened it. This knot wasn't my shame. It was my promise. The true burden of a man is carrying his own debts to the end. And my account with Gideon was about to be paid. With interest,